I'm Pepe Manikan. I'm a music and audio producer, film scorer, educator, performer, and an improviser. I play with my bands Eternal Now and Cinderblock, perform improvised theater with Spit and Timog, and teach at the College of St. Benilde and Third World Improv. Welcome to my channel. So the next technique we want to practice is yung bending into the note. So in this case, ang nangyayari, you start with your pitch bender already bent, and then you go back to the note. So pwedeng galing sa baba, going to neutral, or galing sa taas, going to neutral. So for example, if I'm in D, and I start down, that means I'm starting on C. And then I will go to D. Or coming from above, E, going down to D. And again, just like full bend, you can do this fast or slow. It also gives you additional expressions. If you do it fast or slow, it gives you that suspension, diba may konting tension until it's finally released when you hit the proper note. And if you combine that with the other techniques, ang saya niya. So for example, you can start like... Sarap. This next technique is also interesting. Again, I learned it from Jordan Rudess, pero nakuha niya from another keyboard player, si Jan Hammer. So si Jan Hammer, siya yung gumagawa ng music dati ng Miami Vice. And he calls this the hammer bend technique, the Jan Hammer bend technique. So basically, what you're doing here is, you start at a note, you press a note, and then you go down. Pero pag baba mo dun sa down note, ibe-bend up mo siya ng mabilis. So from D, you go to C, and then bend up. So what's happening is, nagsa-sliding feel siya, nagsistay siya sa D. So it sounds like this. Really cool trick. If you're doing that in the context of a solo, ang angas niya pakinggan, ang cool. Because it has that sliding feel na parang swabing-swabe. So for example, we started with a D. Angas, diba? You can also do it fast or a bit slower. Well, I guess depending sa context ng solo mo. Diba? So, again, very fun. You can try doing it with half steps, I guess. Medyo mas mahirap, pero kaya. Why not? Diba? Subukan mo lang. Wala namang mawawala sa'yo. So, yun yung Jan Hammer technique. Ang dami na nating technique na dinadaan, pero di pa tayo tapos. Marami pa tayong techniques na gagawin. Ito mas simple ng konti. So here, in this technique, masarap to gawin with a ribbon because you can like slide up or down. Or if you set your pitch bend parameters to a bigger interval, like a full octave, masaya siyang gawin. So, this technique is basically just a trill or two notes. So for example, you have two notes. Let's say you see itong A tsaka C. And as you're doing this fast, alternate playing, you can even do just that. Stuck yung isang note, tas isa pumipindot. You start to bend. So you can go bend up or you can go bend down. So it gives you that, para sa mga guitar, gumaganon siya. So nakakaaliw siya, makulit siya tingnan, pero ang angas eh. or magkatabi. So it's up to you what kind of interval you want to do. So it could be, I guess, fifths. It's up to you. So that's that effect. Very simple, but very effective. So in the context of the solo, it will give you additional energy, I guess. or pakyat. Kulit lang. Wow, dami na nating techniques na tutunan, pero di pa tayo tatapos. Meron pa. Okay, using the same principle, like yung kanina, yung mga nag-alternate playing tayo or trails. But why not extend it to a chord? So pagka-chord naman yan, ang mangyayari dyan, ganun din. So let's pick a chord. Let's say, I pick a C major na naka-inversion, first inversion. And just simply bend up or bend down. So it's gonna give you a really cool feel. And it's up to you how you want to play your arpeggio. Pwedeng parang ganun, di ba? Bahala ka. So you can alternate between the two, but that's the basic idea. It can be a three chord arpeggio, 4-chord. Bahala ka kung anong pattern gusto mong gawin. It has that sliding feel. Very cool, very expressive. Itong next technique ito nakuha ko sa mga gitarista. So, nakikita ko sila sometimes they're sweeping, they're doing their sweeping, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And then suddenly sa dulo nun, magbe-bend sila. And it really gives you this awesome rock and roll feel. So, it will... it's already full. Actually, hindi ko na kailangan to. Put this there.
Where?
There. So, you know, guitar players, they tend to shred and... So, ang daming ganyan. But it's really cool when you see them break that monotony and then mag-bend sila dun sa dulo ng isang run. So, for example... ang angas. So, here, it's really simple. All you have to do is, do your pattern, do your run. Choose a run that you want to do with your notes. Let's say, I'm gonna do this run. And then sa taas nun, magbe-bend ka. Or anywhere sa tingin mo, pwede mag-bend. So, you can do a full bend. Dito medyo tricky because if you're playing fast, you have to control yung bend up and bend down niya para hindi abrupt. Kasi minsan napuputol. So, for example... Yeah, you can start with that basic 4-note pattern. So in my case, it's a G, A, C, D. So this is what it actually just sounds like. But with a bend, and if you did that, going up. Ang sarap ulit, di ba? So, marami kayo makikita mga guitar techniques na ganyan. And I suggest try watching them kasi marami kayo mapupulot sa kanila. Amazing, amazing. Marami akong guitar hero idols actually. Kaya ang dami kong pinagkukunan na ganyan. So, when I watch them play, I watch how they bend their notes. I watch how they do their vibratos and stuff like that. Yung mga licks nila na mga ganyan. It's really amazing. What you can get from other musicians. So don't keep your eyes lang sa instrumento mo. Explore other instruments kasi there's so much to learn from one another. Pero hindi pa dyan nagtatapos yung mga techniques natin. Meron pa! So kanina ko pa sinasabi yung vibrato, vibrato, vibrato. Paano nga ba natin pwedeng lagyan ng vibrato yung playing natin? Again, in traditional keyboard playing, wala kang vibrato. It's only, when you press on the keyboard, yun na yun. But here, you can actually do vibratos. And the way you do that is, you shake your stick or your wheel. So here, nagbabago minsan yung touch ko from the left-right swivelly thingy. I now start to pinch it, especially with the stick, because it needs minute changes lang. Hindi masyadong malalaki. Kanina yung nakikita yung ginagawa ko, malalaki yung mga bends, right? Now, not even a half bend. So ngayon sa vibrato, it's not even a half bend. So, the way to do it really is simple. Start with one note. And you can either bend going up or going down, or both, up and down, up, down, up, down. If I find myself doing the up, down vibrato, that's when I pinch it. That's when I do this. And I let go of this rest kasi mahirap yung daliri. And now I bend from my elbow. So it goes like this. Not like this. Mahirap to. Kung kaya nyo, okay lang. Pero for me, I do it like this. So, dito na nagre-rest yung kamay ko. Nakapatong dyan. Nakaganyan ako. Ganyan. Sa wheel, medyo iba yung technique ko. Pero ganun din. Sa elbow din ako nagbe-bend. So, how does that sound like? So, for example, let's try it with the first lang, yung paakyat lang. So, kung paakyat lang, I just nudge it like this. And you can make it more intense by simply pressing it even further like this, or shaking it like this. Or mild. Or slow. So very, very, very minute lang. You can also do it sa baba. Or yun na nga, up and down. So medyo weird na siya. This is really nice, especially when you're sustaining notes. Now, sometimes makikita nyo dun sa mga ibang wheels na may modulation, or ito nga sa stick types like cork and Roland, where if you push it up, it actually vibrates. Yan, may vibratong ganon yung modulation na tinatawag. Okay din yun, pwede naman yun. Problem is, stuck ka na dun sa parameter na yan. Yan, sa bilis niya, sa intensity niya. Paano kung mas gusto ko mas wild? So, dyan po papasok ngayon, yun nga, yung technique ng manual vibrato. So, pwede mo naman pagsamahin. So, if you have that option, like for example, you have a stick and you want to vibrate, start with this vibrato and then do it manually, pwede rin naman. I also do that. So it adds more expression to what I do. Look at what you have and make use of it. It's all about expressing your feelings, about expressing, through playing. So if you have this option or you have the technique option, gamitin nyo, right? If you have a ribbon and you want to slide up and down there, gamitin natin. Basically, I think those are all the basic techniques that you can start with. Ang dami natin pinag-usapan. From the basic bend down to vibrato, ang dami nun. You can practice these things too. And we'll talk about how to practice this in the next